So the first film was wildly successful, as we all know. What was that like for you when that movie came out and it was so popular with people?
I mean, it was really exciting because it was really one of the first animated things I've ever done, and just getting to see the movie come together, like for the first time when I got to see all the characters and then my character and my voice coming out of someone that wasn't me. I don't know, it was really exciting.
Cool. Tell me where Margo is in the beginning of this film. She's really grown up a lot. She's texting now. She's sort of having some little boy attractions. Tell me about it.
It's fun getting to play Margo a little bit older in this movie because they're more of a family now. So she's not as worried about her sisters, and she has her first crush. And I love the animation, like the way Antonio looks and how he like flips his hair and he's just so suave, and she can't help but fall for him.
Yeah, that's a really, really cute scene in the mall where she's like, oh my gosh, she's blown away. Tell me about Gru as a dad. It seems like he's a lot of fun as a dad.
I think Gru's an awesome dad. I think one of the coolest things about this movie and the first one is you really get to see him transform. Like in the first movie, he's so despicable in the beginning and evil, and then he really turns into a great dad. So in the beginning of this one, you can really see how much he's changed in Despicable Me too, and how much he's just focusing on being a really good dad.
I love when he becomes Gru-zinkerbell.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that scene and you know, sort of what that shows about Gru as a dad?
Yeah, in the beginning of Despicable Me 2, he's Gru-zinkerbell, which last minute the like fairy princess that's gonna come to the big birthday party can't make it, so he doesn't want to let all the little kids down. So he dresses up, and he's probably one of the most hideous like fairies I've ever seen, but it's really sweet, and I think it definitely shows how much he cares.
And how it just shows how he'd do anything for her. Now you've done 2 movies with Steve Carell, and you've gotten to spend a lot of time with him. What's that experience been like for you?
It's awesome getting to work with Steve because even though we all record individually, I have gotten to know him pretty well from the first movie, Publicity, and now I'm hanging out with him during this one. And I know he has 2 kids that are like really excited to see the movie, so it's just been really fun hanging out with him and getting to know him more. He's like super funny.
Was he a good guide to you in this movie, like how to bring life to your character or anything?
Well, I think he'd be a good guide for anybody for animation because the voice he does for Gru is so different from his actual voice. Like, he's really putting on, like, a different character. So, and when we were in Australia and we saw the movie for the first time, like, all the kids were asking him to do the Gru voice. So he said, like, his son, like, constantly makes him do it. Like, he's like, could you just, like, be Gru for a little while?
His son's like, you'd be more fun as a dad as Gru. So I saw the movie last night in a packed theater. It was full of like men and women and children, and they were all laughing and loving it. How does it feel to you? Is it exciting that, you know, this second one is, I think, more energy, more fun, more action than the first one?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both like, they're pretty different. Like, this one I feel like there's a lot of romance in it, and it's more about love. Like, Gru's falling in love for the first time, and my character Margo has a love interest. And I think some of my favorite parts in the entire movie were seeing Gru's softer side when he's really falling for Kristen Wiig's character Lucy. I don't know, just something about like them together. I thought they had a lot of chemistry, and they were really cute together.
What are you most excited for audiences to see on the screen this time around?
I'm really excited for audiences to see the Minions singing. I think those were some of my favorite parts. Like at the very end, the big song the Minions sing, that was super funny. And other than that, probably just like all the romantic stuff in the movie. And there are just like some unexpected new characters. El Macho, the villain, even though he's evil, he was fun to watch.
And tell me about Eduardo, because was really fun to watch. He's so lovable and open, and he loves to dance, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, like, getting to try to remember the first time I really liked a guy, and, like, not even being able to talk because you just like the person so much. And I think just all those scenes are funny, like with the guacamole hat. I want one of those. I feel like anybody could get through a breakup if they had a guacamole hat.